today Josh is going to pay him a little bit to pay it forward. It's going to be good. We're going to get him back there. Guy's a warrior. He's been through a lot, though. We're going to get him there.
Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Pre-surgery burger, little smash burger.
Pre-nurse mezcal.
Yeah.
You can be a better nurse.
That's right. Oh, pretty good.
What's your rating?
I give it like a 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not good. Oh, my.
Those are pre-made patties for sure.
Really? How you feeling?
You know, just ready to get the surgery and move on, and hopefully the knee starts feeling better. So, not that it's like terrible, it's just I can definitely tell something was wrong. And so, you know, going in, getting a quick procedure, just a meniscus snip. So this is my 4th knee surgery, so hopefully it's the easiest one. I got my nurse here ready to go. You guys are gonna get to make it a double. Well, you guys are gonna get to see the surgery. We actually get to go in. The doc's letting us go in. This is pretty cool. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna go in and trim it. He's like, we'll just go in and trim it and then clean out a little bit of cartilage damage that you have. Should be an hour procedure. So there was, I think my 2012 knee surgery, I think I was under anesthesia for like 7 hours. Yeah, it was. I actually woke up the next day and I remember having like a I don't know what you would call it, like a bed sore on my head. Yeah, it was crazy. I think they said the doctor had to leave. This was a VA doctor, obviously, you know, a medical doctor. The doctor left the surgery for a couple hours and had to go do something else and come back.
They just left you on the table.
Yeah, I'm like, that's insane. All of a sudden, I just started noticing it getting really swollen at night, which was not normal. After squatting, and I started to feel a little catching sometimes, and so I kind of knew it was a meniscus. I knew the symptoms of a meniscus tear, so the catching was the big one, and so I kind of knew what was going into it and went to the doctor's office. Like, I'm not gonna be on crutches technically. There's no like restrictions. It's gonna be like pain tolerance almost, really, like how like your pain is gonna be your threshold. So hopefully I'm not that weak. My first knee surgery was in like 2002 or 3. I tore this ACL, the same knee that we're working on this time. Then my other knee, the first injury was in 2012. That's when I dislocated it, tore ACL, PCL, MCL, and meniscus.
And that was in the military?
And that was in the military, yeah. Basically completely dislocated it. And then in 2019, you know, went back in. I was having a lot of pain after the 18 season, and we were doing, he was basically like, yeah, your meniscus or your ACL and PCL are gone. They're not there. And my basically was bone on bone on the medial side. So they had to do a high tibia osteotomy, which is where they break your leg to realign the joint. So that was the gnarliest of the surgeries by like a lot. That was non-weight bearing for 8 weeks, I think. So I couldn't even put my toe down on crutches for 8 weeks. I was in a dark place. Yeah, I was playing indoor soccer. I was playing. I was after college. I was just playing rec indoor soccer with buddies, running. I was running as hard as I could. I went to planted my foot. I was like, fell over. I was like, that was weird. That felt weird. I almost actually went back on the field. I was like, that just felt weird. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. And then, you know, I went to my doctor. My first doctor said, no, your ACL is not torn. And I'm like, I think you're wrong. And I went ahead to go see another doctor. And he was like, oh yeah, it's 100% torn. Like torn right straight through. And so got that one fixed back then. I've never had any issues with it since either. So yeah.
Your left knee,
That was in the military. So that tore everything. I had the ACL and the PCL fixed. And I never really felt like it took. I never went back in after that, after the surgery. Just kind of like did my own thing, went to my own rehabs and stuff. But I always felt like there was something still wrong with it. And so when I went in 19 and they did MRIs on it, when I was like, man, it's just, I can't even barely walk anymore. He's like, oh yeah, your ACL, there is no ACL or PCL in there. Like, so he thinks that the body didn't, like they didn't take because I did cadavers. And so he thinks that the body, you know, just like ate him up or whatever. And so basically I've never had, I don't really feel like I ever had the ACL or PCL after it. I just had to I was constantly working on it when I was competing. Like it was all I thought about.
What did you do?
So I picked a guy up, he landed on it, and it literally just, it dislocated the knee. So like this leg, the leg was at a 40, like the leg was coming out like this. So it was like at a 45 degree the wrong way.
It was a fight you picked up?
Yeah. We were fighting. You know, we weren't like, we were having an argument, and I picked him up and slammed him on my own knee. It was really smart. The crazy thing was they talked about amputation. So the first doctor I saw was like, we need to get you into a CAT scan because you have a lot of big arteries and veins running behind your knee. And when you dislocate it, you have there's a possibility of severing those. And if you do that, you'll bleed out. And so he's like, we got to get you into a CAT scan immediately and make sure that, you know, we don't have to amputate your leg. I just remember being like, what? Like amputation? Like, I'm thinking in my head like, oh, I'm going to have a torn ACL and I'm going to have some rehab. But it's like, they're talking about taking my leg. I was like, it was very shocking. I was just very thankful I didn't have to. You know, the knee's obviously pretty banged up. It's got a lot of bone spurring going on in there from inflammation, basically hardening. Because it's all, I mean, since 2012, I've done so many cortisone shots. I've done so many different types of, you know, physical therapy, all kinds of trying to rehab it. And, you know, I just pushed it so hard. I didn't care. My mindset was like, I don't care. I'm going to go and compete and whatever. But every competition I went to, it was like, I had to have body workers there with me, like helping move out inflammation, doing acupuncture and all these different things that, you know, using compression constantly, using the Normatec. Like I was actually the person who got Normatec into the CrossFit space. I started using them as rehab when that 2012 surgery happened on base. And I told the guy, I was like, dude, you need to look and get into CrossFit. And I gave him a couple contacts at like Reebok and stuff. And that's how literally Normatec got into the CrossFit space.
Does the surgery start at 7:30?
I think she said we're going to be
sorry,
7:45.
Oh, it starts at 7:45?
I'll be getting wheeled back at 7:45. I mean, the outcome is my knee not hurting anymore, you know, or swelling up and kind of feeling better and not catching. You know, tomorrow's expectations. I love my doctor. He's a great guy. I consider him a friend. You know, he's worked on a lot of really impressive people. You know, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Edelman, a lot of really high-level athletes. So the fact that, you know, people who are working on multi-million-dollar arms and legs and shoulders and knees it makes me feel a lot more comfortable every time I do it. So I don't like to get surgeries, obviously. Just happen to do them a lot. I've been to this clinic quite a few times now. This is my second surgery here. Last one was, still lived in San Diego when I came here, and so I stayed for a week and a half to do the rehab here before I flew home. When you're walking down the halls, it's like walking through a hall of fame of all the athletes that have been worked on there. And so I think the first time I came, I spent like 45 minutes just walking around the halls, like just looking at all the, you know, athletes that had come through here. So it was really cool. Really.
KM flag?
Yeah, my doc actually, he's like, you got to get me a jersey so I can hang it up. And I'm like, I will. I'm like, and his picture with Tom Brady is like one of the first ones you see in the hallway. So you're like, oh, you want my picture? You know, like, okay. I feel very fortunate that I'm able to, you know, text my doctor when I want to have a question. Text my doctor, hey, can my videographer come into the operating room and film? And he's like, awesome, let's do it. And I'm like, yes. And, you know, just fortunate that he also has a team that if I can't talk to him, I can talk to one of his 3 assistants, you know, immediately. And so I can always get questions answered if I'm feeling. I remember my last one, you know, it was such an extensive surgery. And I mean, I'm at altitude where I'm normally at sea level. And so I was having all these feelings and I was like getting worried and I'm like, oh, Doc, what's going on? And like him and his assistant would hit back, like, no, that's normal. It's perfectly normal, and just make you feel better. So the experience here is second to none. So he doesn't do elbows, but he does knees and shoulders. And so Matthew Provencher, check him out, Steadman Clinic. He was the surgeon for the West Coast SEAL teams back when I injured my knee. He should have been the guy doing the surgery, but he was on deployment, and so he didn't get to do it. I remember meeting him afterwards, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Josh, I heard you had to get the ACL, PCL reconstructed, but and if it doesn't feel good, we can go back in there and do it." I remember thinking at the time, like, I never want to have another fucking surgery again. And here we are, 2 surgeries later with Dr. Provencher. So, yeah, it's definitely has some history, and it's really cool how it's all came full circle. And even how I found the Steadman Clinic in 2019 was through one of my sponsors, PowerDot. The owner reached out to him because he just heard how good of how they were some of the best world-renowned surgeons out there. He got me connected, and it just happened to be Provencher. I didn't even know this is where he was at. And now it's my second home. Yay! Come up here and cut me up, Doc. Like I said before, it's not an extensive surgery. It's just a go in, trim up your meniscus, clean out some damage that's on the medial side of the knee. And so there's no restrictions on weight bearing. So if I'm on crutches, it's probably for a day or so or 2 days, and then off to rehab and trying to mobilize the joint and move the inflammation and swelling out of the joint, so to get the range of motion back. And then slowly taper back into getting muscles firing, getting all your muscles activated around the joint, trying to get the full extension, full flexion. I've been down this road before. I've played the game. It's, and you have to be diligent with the rehab, or what was the point in coming and getting the surgery, really. So, I always take my rehab very seriously.
Yeah. Are you doing your own PT or?
I'm not doing my own. I do have a guy who reached out actually randomly like a week or so ago from a CrossFit gym. And I was like, he's like, hey, you want to come down and do some PT? And I was like, well, I'm actually getting ready to have meniscus surgery. I'm like, you want to help me with that? And he's like, yeah. So going to run down there and have him help me out. I'll go down there, get the protocol, probably go down once or twice a week, and then do the rest on my own. I'm very, very disciplined when it comes to physical therapy. All right. I pulled 2.
Who won?
Sugar won. Off to bed. My last little sips and drinks of things. 5:30. Wake up call. Refreshed, no morning coffee. I fell asleep for a couple hours dry at one point, which was nice. Got a little dreaming in. I like to dream. If I don't dream, I'm pissed. Because then I'm like, I didn't get good sleep. Now the waiting game. It's like, wake up, hurry up, get here. Get back in your gown. Get your IV. And you sit there and wait. That's great content right there.
One of the few people who's really not taking any medications. Pop quiz, what are we working on today?
Right knee.
Perfect, A+, we both passed. So this is your consent. I know it's pretty easy, right? But that will not be the last time you get asked that question.
Right.
No, it's just the 2 tiny little poke holes, so most people tolerate this quite well.
Nice.
Any questions about any of that?
No.
Perfect. Alrighty, if you are ready to move forward with surgery, I'll have you sign right there for me. Perfect, and then I'm just going to fill in the time at 6:54.
Are you having pain in your knee just sitting here?
No.
Okay. Have you had surgery before?
Yes.
Have you taken narcotics before?
For like surgeries?
Yeah.
Yes.
How's it going?
Good. Just the waiting game now. I think we're about to get an IV.
feel like every time I've had surgery, like the longer it takes for the anesthesia to kick in, I remember more. Like the first time, you're like, ow, and then like the next time I remember like getting wheeled back, and then the third time I remember like getting pulled from this table, like this bed to like the operating table.
Breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. Yummy.
Katie, you're good?
Yes, thank you.
Just here to answer any questions and put some initials on your knee. You're the first case of the day, so you can't beat that.
Perfect.
Get you back to eating and drinking and doing all that good stuff.
Yeah.
On the road to recovery, so for just debriding the meniscus and cleaning up the joint, there'll be no restrictions afterward.
Okay.
It'll be as tolerated, so you'll be on some crutches, but your body will tell you when you're ready to toss them.
Okay.
Any history of diabetes?
No.
Taking any blood thinning medication?
No.
Taking any non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs on a regular basis, just like Advil, Aleve, ibuprofen?
Nope.
My goal, Joshua, is to try to draw right off of your IV, so hopefully we can stick to one poke today. Is it like the Spartan races and stuff like that?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
That's its own thing, but like CrossFit. So CrossFit has its own season. It has like the CrossFit Open, and you go to like it's like exactly. It's a mixture of running, weightlifting, gymnastics, Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting.
It's all different types of
Okay.
things. So.
That's for the pet.
Yeah,
I never Manny would do that. And you just do that full time?
that's what I did. Yeah, so now I'm done competing, but I still am involved in the sport.
Yeah. That's really cool. What made you get into doing that?
So I actually used CrossFit as a way to train to go into the Navy. So
Trying
to go into the Navy.
Oh, okay.
And then after I was in the Navy for a while, and then after I did that, I decided to compete. So yeah.
Wow.
So I used CrossFit to prepare for
The military and then
Thank you for your service.
I appreciate it. And then it became a sport. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
competed. He was the West Coast SEAL team orthopedic surgeon. He didn't. I had surgery when I was in, but he wasn't. He was on deployment. And then we got kind of like reconnected in 19. I had a surgery with him in 19 as well on my other knee. It's kind of crazy.
Small
Full
world,
circle.
huh?
Yeah.
So you work out a lot.
A little bit. A little bit. I like to exercise.
What are you training for now? Anything? Nothing specific?
Nothing specific.
I guess trying to get fixed up
Just
first.
life. Yeah, just life.
It's kind of a personal question, but what was your purpose in trying to do something like that?
For me, I just love competing. And so I grew up playing I wrestled in college, played baseball, rugby, joined the Navy, and then just kind of missed competing. And then when CrossFit became a sport, I just was like, yeah, let's go. I just like to compete.
Yeah, that's great. So this is what I like to see. Right.
Yeah. And
Get this. One of the things we look for and what we really love is this VMO right here. Just the definition. The vastus medialis obliquus, really nice. You can even see the center quad. Here's the tendon coming down, quad tendon right here, and the lateralis. So this is what we want to get back to after this, and this is what keeps a knee that has some of your things going on in it going. Is this definition, the hamstrings, and your whole core. These small little things taken care of in there and get you back to life, my friend.
Love it. Thanks, Doc. Excited.
All right, that's good. We'll use some local.
Okay.
No blocks, I don't think. We got the PRP, biologics, and cool. I'll give you a call after.
Okay.
Thanks. We're gonna pay him.
Here we
Here we go. We're gonna pay him today. Let's go, Josh. Yeah.
It's pre-printed and we.
Okay, we're good. Here we go.
college years, I'll get the best of it.
Into the Provencher room.
Morning. How's everybody?
Hanging in there.
All right. See you on the other side, Josh.
Yeah, so today Josh is going to pay him a little bit to pay it forward. It's going to be good. We're going to get him back there. Guy's a warrior. He's been through a lot, though. We're going to get him there. Been taking care of Josh since about 2005. Taking care of a bunch of knee injuries, elbows, some other things. And I got to tell you, it's just a great pleasure to take care of a guy like this. Guy's a warrior.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
115's on the bent over.
Oh yeah.
Josh, you're slipping a little bit. I mean, come on, dude. 115, that's it. All right, we're going to see how he does. May need some stuff down the road, but this should give him some time, clean it up, get him back pretty quickly, get him tested out. But he's certainly a warrior being able to grind through this. Pretty focal bone on bone in that kneecap joint. It's nice because it's focal. So I think we're going to be able to offer him some things down the road if it's a problem to keep this knee and all his muscles functioning well. It's very important to keep that knee joint functioning well so you can keep the rest of the core, rest of your quads, hamstrings, everything functioning well. So he's going to pay him for a few weeks, but we're going to get him back there so he can keep paying it forward.
He's up to speed with everything, and our phone number's on the tag, so you can always give us a holler if you need us. But I'll let you come in, say hello, relax, and recover.
Like $1 million.
You want some element water?
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel fine.
Good.
Yeah.
You want to tell your fans how you feel?
I feel amazing. I got some goldfish and some graham crackers and some chobani. I mean, I definitely feel the knee.
Does it hurt a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I got all your meds.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, this was like one of the best wake-ups. Normally get a big...
Give a thumbs up for sharing.
I feel out of it, yeah. Sure. Libby dibby. Yeah, I didn't wake up like sore throat normally and like chilled, but yeah, I feel pretty good. He'll come in.
Or do you want me to give? I'll wait for him to give you your rundown.
Yeah. Or you can come.
Oh, you have bone on bone.
Oh, really?
On your knee. So you might need something else.
Oh, that's what he said.
Sorry, sugar, for the letdown.
No, that's okay. That knee doesn't hurt.
He said it looked good. He said it all looks good and it was like quick, but that you're having some bone on bone. But that's common.
Yeah.
He said a lot of people your age, like SEALs and stuff.
Fuck knees. You know, it's like fucking brutal.
But that all your muscles around it have kept your knees good.
Yeah.
Because you're so jacked.
You know, that's what I try. Good. Bluebird Day.
So we're going skiing after this.
Let's fucking
I
party.
just got you a pass.
Give me a pass, give me some rental. I mean, we didn't bring the board up. That's stupid. Why didn't we do that? What were we thinking?
I don't know.
I'm ready to hit that half pipe.
Doc said you were going to work out with him after those? Yeah.
Let's go. Tell him to fucking get the class ready.
500-pound back squat.
RX, baby. Let's go.
I said that picture to your mom. She said, love that cute little face. I'm glad to see him awake. Tell him I said I love him.
He's already awake.
Today's the man of the hour.
Already awake.
Ready to go.
Dude.
Where's the squat bar?
Let's go.
I'm ready to rock.
You got a lot of life left in this knee, first of all, right? So you got a little bit of bone wear on the outside, the cartilage wear to bone, on the outside of your kneecap and on the outside of your femur where it glides, the trochlea. Little bit on the inside, Josh, in here, but not bad.
Yeah.
The rest of the meniscus looks fine. The outer lateral compartment looks fine. So, first goal is go back, let's do a plan for weight bearing, ramp things up 3 to 6 weeks, do a little bit of swelling, occasionally Tylenol, Motrin's all good, and start slowly ramping things up. Maybe a knee sleeve or neoprene sleeve for a little bit, and then we'll test it out.
Yeah, awesome.
I think you're going to get some time out of it.
Good deal.
You may need some tune-ups on this knee going forward to do what you do, because it's that kneecap joint, it sees 4 to 5 times your body weight when you're squatting. So it's a lot of weight, especially if you got extra 115-pound dumbbells on either side. It's a lot of extra weight, and that all gets concentrated through the kneecap. So you may need some resurfacing down the road, where you put a small metal button in the end of the femur and a plastic little button in the end of the kneecap, and then that allows it to gives you kind of a partial resurfacing in that area.
Okay.
So It's a good procedure when you need it, and you're kind of in the sweet spot, you know,
Okay.
just based on your age, what you're doing with your life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
no rush. We always got the next plan for you if you need it.
I love
for
it.
a tune-up.
I know you do, Doc.
All right, man.
I know you're always
good,
right.
brother.
I
All right,
appreciate it, brother. Thanks
See
so
you, man.
much. Yeah, we'll talk soon. Then.
Sounds good, Josh. Yeah, travel safe. Thanks for your help, Sydney.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
thank
see
you
you.
so much.
We'll check in a couple weeks. Okay.
Awesome.
Just shoot me a text. as
Will
well.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Turning time was 21 minutes, so we were
That was quick.
reasonably efficient, but went through, very thorough, explained everything. So
Nice.
cool.
You the man.
All right, buddy.
Hi, brother.
Be good. Enjoy baseball. Good luck.
Yeah.
Get after it.
I'll
Don't
see
go
you
too
soon.
fast.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Take care. What's that? You're going for 500? You ready?
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's load it up. Let's go. I got golf to play in 2 weeks.
Dude. That's what Paul
Looks like he's a caddy in a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul
Right.
texted me and he's like, hope the surgery went well. Tell him to hurry up so we can get on the golf course.
Because that has caused me zero issues. Since like the ACL repair in 03 or 04. I don't remember the year actually. But yeah, it's had no issues. And that's not true. I've had some patella pain. But,
Yeah, to bedtime.
I don't remember it.
Really?
To be honest, it was quick. I remember
Rolling back.
shuffling over to the operating bed, and there was felt like 10 people in the room, and then I was like,
Good night.
night. But then go down the throat. She said it was like under your tongue or something.
If she says it did.
It definitely doesn't taste nearly as bad as it normally does. Like normally it's like an hour and my throat feels like shit.
I know. It's my fault.
Yeah, I look a little better, you know. Oh, that was weak. I'll get another one. Hold on.
Video on this one.
2,500. There we go. That's better. One more.
What do you have to get to?
Almost 3,000. There we go. Winner, chicken dinner.
Are you competing with yourself?
Always. I'll have 4,000 in no time. Thanks so much.
Welcome. I'm just gonna
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for all your help. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
All right, safe travels home.
Thanks, Whitney. Appreciate it. On the road to recovery. Let's go.
Let's go.